Welcome to A Kinder World of Commerce. This is Santa Barbara, and I'm Monica Lenches with my co-host Claudia Rucker, bringing you this month's socially responsible local nonprofit, Unite to Light. Welcome, Megan, to A Kinder World of Commerce. I just love the serendipitous way in which we were connected, which was through a travel store of all places. I was planning a trip to Thailand, and while I was there, I saw these cute little lights, and I was so intrigued. And when I asked the owner about them, all of a sudden a light went off, and I could see a place for them at our upcoming Ukraine fundraiser. And thankfully, the owner was willing to connect me to you, Megan Birney, the CEO and president of Unite to Light. And you just did not skip a beat when I asked you about participating in the fundraiser. So I'm just so grateful that I had that opportunity to participate in that way with you. So without stealing your thunder, tell us about Unite to Light and a little bit about the way in which it was founded.
Sure. Well, thanks so much, Monica, for having us and for that invitation. It's been wonderful partnering with you over the last few months. So Unite to Light is a nonprofit. Essentially, we were founded back in 2010. There was a visiting professor from Ghana, Dr. Darkwa, and he was meeting with the researchers and professors from the Institute for Energy Efficiency, and he knew about their work with high efficiency LEDs and with solar panels, and he essentially asked them, can you make a highly efficient, highly durable, low cost solar light? And Dr. John Bowers, who's the head of the Institute for Energy Efficiency at UCSB, was like, yeah, we can do that, and partnered with the student group Engineers Without Borders, and they actually created a new light. And the whole goal was really to have this light that Dr. Darkwa's students could use. He was telling the folks there that about half of his students couldn't finish their homework at night and were failing out of school because they didn't have access to electricity. So that's how we got started. The next year, we did our first distribution with Dr. Darkwa in Ghana. And from there, we've been helping to light the world.
What are Unite to Light's vision and values?
Great question. Unite to Light believes that access to clean and affordable light and energy are really critical to human health, prosperity, and so we focus on projects that help students study at night, that combat climate change, and then also help our neighbors experiencing homelessness and those suffering from disasters. And our values, we really believe that it's important to help both the planet and the people. So, really decreasing air pollution, decreasing greenhouse gas emissions, improving educational efficiency, global health, those the tools that we give really help people thrive.
When I think of Unite to Light, I'm reminded of the importance of thinking globally and acting locally. How do your values reflect this practice, and in what ways do you operationalize those values on a daily basis?
I love our organization because I think it really embodies the think global, act local. For just $10, I can send a solar light anywhere in the world, from Malawi to Honduras. Likewise, Monica, you were mentioning the retail aspect of it, and we sell our lights on what we call a buy one, give one basis. So for that light you purchased for your trip, we actually will donate a light with that at the exact same time. And then in addition, by putting those lights into the world, we're replacing kerosene, and that really helps all of us. Reducing kerosene reduces greenhouse gas emissions, and that kind of brings it all back home. It's actually a really efficient way to reduce greenhouse gas emissions compared to some other types of projects. And so in that way, we're helping Santa Barbara by helping to combat climate change at the same time.
Education is probably the most common impact associated with Unite to Light. Can you tell us about other less familiar but equally powerful impacts you're making?
Thank you for that question. Education is always going to be one of our cornerstones. Dr. Darkwa really kind of showed us the importance of that. And over the years, we've seen our lights improve graduation rates and pass-through rates by up to 30%, which is so exciting. And we always want to help those students, but they're not the only ones living without electricity. There's over 1 billion people living without electricity. And so when we think about other projects that are really important, some of the ones that are kind of cornerstones for us include disaster response. We work with partners like Direct Relief when hurricanes and earthquakes have knocked out infrastructure, and to make sure that people have access to light and to power. We work with midwives so that they've got the tools they need to save lives. If you can imagine trying to give birth in a mud hut with a fire as your only light source, it's pretty rough. So just being able to give them access to light and then also power for their phones so that they can call when they do need help or look up resources. And then locally, we work with our neighbors experiencing homelessness. Over 60% of people experiencing homelessness, sorry, almost everybody experiencing homelessness has a phone. And there was a study recently, and over 60% of them said that they use their phones to access medical resources. That's not, there's also housing and food, jobs. We've heard all of those stories from our neighbors experiencing homelessness. And especially during COVID, that was a huge issue. They used to use coffee shops or libraries to charge their phone. And that's really, even now, has become much more of a challenge. So having access to solar power really helps them connect to resources they need in the community as well.
Do you have one of those solar lights or chargers
I
handy?
do, I do. So this is I've got both of them. So this is our Luke light. This is the original light I was telling you about. It's been redesigned from the beginning, but it remains kind of similar in that low cost, highly efficient, highly durable. It's basically just a single solar panel, a single LED, and then a high efficiency light bulb. This one's actually waterproof, which is pretty exciting. And then this little handle or gooseneck is really nice because it's focused for reading again, or our midwives have shown us that they can actually, it could be a hands-free device, which is nice.
Wow.
And then this actually hooks into itself, which is really great. For example, if you want it to be a handle, so you can actually carry water or firewood with you and still have that, or hang it on a wall. At one point we put a nail hole in one of these, so people could hang it on the wall, and then we realized that nails are different sizes in every country. There's not really a standard, so this works quite a bit better for that. And then this is our Chandler charger. It's about the size of your cell phone, a little bit thicker, but not too much. Weighs under a pound. It's got 3 foldable solar panels, and that's really important so that you get enough power in that battery every day. And I've taken my my cell phone, my Apple Watch, backpacking for multiple days, and this has been more than enough to keep this and my partner's cell phone powered too. So it's a really great unit. You can charge 2 things at the same time. It also can be charged from a wall, so that's nice for us with electricity. If we know we're going on a trip or something, just plug it into the wall, make sure it's fully charged up, and then leave it open. There's a carabiner like on your backpack for backpacking or things like that. Or if whenever I travel internationally, it's really nice to have, because you never know when you're going to be without power for those phones. And both of these products, as I mentioned, are buy one give one. We sell them on our website, and so for every one we sell to a consumer in the US, we'll donate one to somebody living without electricity.
I understand you have an event coming up in October. What can you tell us about it, and how can our viewers get involved?
We're really excited about this. October 6th through the 8th, we're going to have an event. It's called Unite to Light the Night. It'll be at the Community Arts Workshop, and it's essentially a art show and festival all around the theme of the power of light. We've got over 40 artists, and there's, kind of the whole range from sculpture to painting, photography, light mapping, light projection, some really interesting interactive pieces that will get people involved. It's the first time we're doing this type of event, so we're really hoping the community comes out. And there are a few different ways to get involved. So there'll be 3 nights. The first night is we're calling our Glow Gala. This will be a very kind of elegant dinner under the stars. You'll get to meet with some of the artists. It'll be much more intimate. The second night is our Bright Bash. It's going to be a dance party in the middle of all this art and light. It should be a lot of fun. And there are tickets on sale for both of those, which you can access through our website. And then the last night is our community showcase. And this is really important to us. We wanted to make sure everybody could access this really fabulous work. So on October 8th, which is, I believe, a Saturday evening, it'll be open for free for the public. It is evening, since we want that light aspect to be highlighted. So 6 to 10 p.m. But everybody is welcome. We hope everybody can come out to one of those nights. If not all three of them, they're going to be a little bit different. They're going to be quite a bit different. So it'll be fun to have everybody come out and support us and support the artists as well.
If viewers would like to learn more about Unite to Light or reach out to you, how can they best do that?
The best way is either through our website, which is just unitetolight.org, all spelled out, or on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. We're just at Unite to Light.
Now that you've given our audience a deeper view into Unite to Light, I'd like to bring this interview full circle to something I mentioned earlier about the Ukraine fundraiser we put on. I know that at the event, you sold lights and chargers, and for every one that you sold, you sent one to Ukraine. Can you bring us up to speed on how that went and give us any updates you have about your efforts in Ukraine?
Yeah, and that was a great part of a bigger effort that we did to send our solar lights and chargers to Ukraine. In all, I think we sent about 1,700 Luke lights and 1,500 chargers over the course of about 3 months. And we're just so grateful for the community, everybody at that fundraiser, and all of our network of supporters that really enabled us to do that. And we worked with a couple different groups. One was called New Day, and the other one's called New Use Energy. And we got those lights and chargers into the hands of a lot of refugees and internally displaced people. New Use got us in touch with some hospitals, some children's hospitals and other hospitals around the region, and we're still working with them to make sure all those lights and chargers get where they're needed, because they're still very, very much needed. And we've just been so grateful to have those on the ground partners who have done amazing, amazing work getting these products into the hands of people who are staying behind and people who've lost everything.
Thank you, Megan, for doing your part to create a kinder world of commerce by thinking globally and acting locally. Your model is such a beautiful example of how to do that in a way that benefits both our local community and economy and those less privileged and struggling communities around the world. We appreciate you. Your vision is powerful and sustainable, and we are grateful for your impactful contribution. So thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Monica, so much for having us and for letting us share the light with the world.
Well said. Thank you.